Kia ora e te whānau. Well, here they are, my three little ladies, Nellie, Elsie and Pearl. So Elsie has a home, Pearl has a home, and Nellie will be up for adoption as soon as this video airs. So I've shown you through those, and now we are up to Pearl. So she just has a little pearl brooch, this beautiful Sanderson fabric with book corners. You've got Mrs. Tiggy Winkle there, and I didn't want to cover up that gorgeous fabric, so I've just left it as it is on the back. That's how she does up. And obviously you've got some beautiful antique lace there with Pearl's name and a family photo that is in all of them. So Ada, Elsie, Nellie, and this is Pearl's journal. And this guy here just has a couple of little taggies with just a little hand drawn. That one, and that one's just a stamp, and that's an etching that I did of a prickle ball in a coffee mug. I love that. And then that one opens up, and you've got writing space down the bottom as well, and the etching is obviously how that closes. Over here, just some retro fabric pocket, one of those computer cards, and some blue chip vouchers, stamps. So this is the book that I use, so I've popped the cover in there as a signature. This one here, just a little dangle cluster there, and then if you pull that tag out, which that's my favourite part of the book, where Lucy asks the cat if she's seen her, is it kipkins or napkins or something weird that I've never heard of, and the cat just goes on licking its paws. And in there you've got just a little tag on the side and some writing space, and that's how that closes that page. And here you've just got some little pieces of ephemera that you could use, and the dictionary meaning of hedgehog. A little bit of writing space there, just apart from the book, with some pretty machine stitching around there, and an old vintage clip-on earring. Over here we've got a dictionary page, sorry, encyclopedia page, that one. No, that's a dictionary, yes. And this is journal number 31. I can't believe I'm up to 31. Just a little tag there. Just a vellum belly band with a cluster and some note paper to write on in there, and another machine stitcher on the outside. Another little clip-on earring there. Now in here, because I knew who wanted this one, Caroline, I've put this in there with a birthday quote. Over here, just a little bit of writing space. And you've just got a little teeny tiny tag with a, whoops, leaf drawing on there. So Caroline, just so that you know, yes, this does in a bow, but do not tie the knot first. Just tie the bow. Like that. Just a bit of writing space over here, but I like to just layer it up. It makes it a little bit more interesting. Over here, just got a laminated skeleton leaf there, and then that'll allow the writing space to open up there. and that's what closes that. Little rust-dyed table scarf. I'm not sure if that's crochet or not. Lots of pearls throughout for obvious reasons. This is a photo, genuine photo. I'd like to say it's Nellie, Elsie and Pearl. Writing space. Up here, this is just a hidden paper clip, but I made it out of an old matchbook. And just got some little scrappy notebook in there as well. More fingers and thumbs today, goodness gracious. Okay, so yeah, on the back of that it's just a little bit of muslin and a embossed wax seal, another chapter 31, and this little pocket here, this is just because I like to add the little ephemera extras. These are theatre tickets from 1989. Whoever keeps these, I do not know, but it's very cool, and they're vintage. These little house die cuts are really cute too. Lots of little spots for writing. Love that one. That's the last page of the book where Mrs. Tiggywinkle and Lucy realise she's just a hedgehog. And here, just got a collector's card, photo card of Invercargill in New Zealand. This is from a really beautiful old watercolour book, 1930s. This is Pearl, and when she's grown up a bit, with one of her children. And this is a photo of Pearl when she was a little bit older with her auntie. These are Pearl's grandparents and her great aunt, and there's Pearl there. I love this little paper clip. I just have to show you. It makes me smile every time I see it. And in this side we just have some old New Zealand stamps in the original glassine envelope and an old receipt. This is genuine ledger paper with the wage stamps on it, and another little Pearl dangle on there, just a little collector card. And mine aren't cigarette cards, they're Bond tea cards. They're cigarette card sized, so you've just got a little tag there and an old library card from my school, and that's actually a New Zealand author, and a bit of retro vintage wallpaper there. This is a plate out of a book, printed on beautiful paper, and they're big A3, and I didn't want to tear it up and put it in a journal, but I have framed my favourite ones, so I didn't feel so guilty. I'd rather bet they be in things than just sitting in a book that I very rarely look at. If anyone's got any better ideas, let me know. Another little prickle ball that I etched there. I think that's even cuter than the first one. Little snuffle hog. That's just one of my... Now, Michelle at the Creative Cove actually does a really great video on how to do daffodilly sketches, and I've just done that one. That's what it looks like when you use a 0.1 pen. So, yeah. Oh, actually, it's finer than that. I used a 0.05. Yeah. And you just got writing space on the back, and I've just drawn that on an old fly cover of a book page. Another little charm there. Over here we have just a little tag and an old collector's. Isn't that gorgeous? That's a Bell Tea coaster that you used to get in the Bell Tea boxes. Another little paper clip with a little pearl on. Some of them are real pearls. Another couple of pages from the book. This one I have done a tutorial on how to make. So I've just filled up all the little pockets with little bits and pieces. And up the top on an old Rolodex card, I just put in this quote, which I think is quite ironic considering I'm a school teacher. Thank goodness I was never sent to school. It would have rubbed off some of the originality. And then over the page, you've got more little pockets. So just little bits and pieces, teeny tiny little, you know me, I love my tiny things. Just a little teeny weeny coffee dyed notepad there with a resined Benjamin Bunny on the front. Another tag there, journaling card, and this guy. Now this, I don't know if you'll be able to zoom in. This is Mr. Goodrick's letter that I have scanned, and the envelope, and have copied. And if you used a magnifying glass, you would actually be able to read that. It's the little touches, isn't it? They're just so cute. It's another beautiful image from one of my antique books. Just an old negative there with some note paper and an old collector's card of New Zealand butterflies. This is a hidden paper clip, so it comes off the page, and I've just popped a really cool negative that I got from Rochelle and there, and a piece of note paper on the other side. Just a tea bag that I used as a pocket, and then I used the top of it and just put a teeny little tag in there too. Another fabric pocket over here, and this one has one of the collector cards. That one's Buffalo, New York. Bit of writing space. It's another removable paper clip, just with the 28th of June up there. Could put something over this side as well, obviously. This is just our sense of humour, but it's gorgeous. It says, "Everybody says I'm like my father," and on the back, this is from 1912. I'm not sure if you can read that. "Dear Gertie, I am surprised at you smoking. What kind of tobacco do you smoke? Are you teaching Nancy and Pierre," I can't read that one, "to do the same?" Oops. It's just a little bit more of that beautiful Sanderson fabric. Almost there. Bit of writing space. And then you've just got a couple of one of those really old, vintage, well-used playing cards that Rochelle gave me, and an old Pearl evaporated milk label. And that is her. That is Little Pearl. So I hope you enjoyed that whole series. I really enjoyed making it, and I've had a lot of interest. So thank you very, very much for all your beautiful, kind comments. I really appreciate it. So yeah, want to see all three of them again. Here we go. That was the first one. Nellie, Elsie and Pearl. And yesterday I posted a video of making these, and you can watercolour them, and they do come up beautifully. So I shall do a video on that one as well. I've also getting there with my ring bound one, the neutral coloured one. So I would say that flip through will be up soon as well. And that's an unusual size. It's a square size, so it's A5 but wider, if that makes sense. Okay, my lovelies, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your ongoing well wishes with me and my hand. I have a physio appointment in an hour, so I will get ready and head off to that. And until next time, mā te wā.